doing my midweek video. Wanted to show you what all I got going on for lunch today. Wanted to talk a little bit about nutrition because, you know, on the weekends we do our hikes. I figured through the week we'll talk about the nutrition part of it and talk about what I'm trying to eat every day, which I know seems a little boring to eat the same thing over and over and over again, but every day I'm trying to have bacon and eggs for breakfast, and then have a salad for lunch, and then just have a sensible dinner. And what I mean by sensible is the portion size. I'm not overly concerned if dinner is carb free or not. I'm more concerned that I just don't overeat. But to show you my salad here, let's go through it. So here we got the salad mix, classic iceberg salad, kind of my favorite. And here we got pepper and cucumber. And you see I've already had a little bit of it. Homegrown tomato. Love tomatoes. And I got some cauliflower and an onion. And on the stove back here we got some chicken frying up while I make the salad. And we're going to throw that in there too. And also probably an apple. I do like to have an apple in my salad too. As well as some sharp cheddar cheese. Can't have a salad without cheese, right? So yeah, that's it. As far as my lunch, after I get done making my salad, I'll show you, as well as we'll talk a little bit more about what my diet has been for the last week and how we can improve it. So we'll see you here in a minute. And here is our tossed salad. Tossed salad and water. Excellent lunch. Hello again, everybody. So to talk a little bit more about nutrition this week, or last week. Last week I really messed up on the soda. I've had a lot of soda last week. Last week was a travel week. You seen the hiking in Camden, Maine. So you know I traveled that week. It's for me, you know, traveling can really throw some things off, as well as soda being a weakness. You know, there's probably a lot of people that have a weakness for soda. I know I'm one of them. And it's important to identify that weakness and try to figure out how to overcome it. So one of the things that I'm going to try to do to overcome it is, instead of saying no soda ever again whatsoever, I'm going to say no to soda again for the next month. So I haven't had one since Monday, or I haven't had one since Sunday. Monday was the 4th, holiday weekend, Labor Day weekend. So what I'm going to try to do is go 1 month without a soda and start from there. So instead of never having one, I'm going to say I'm going to go 1 month until my next one. I think that for a lot of people, especially me, you get very discouraged very early in the game when you're trying to lose weight because you're not seeing any results. And you know, you go back to your weak spot, which for me is soda. You know, again, there's nothing I love more than ice cold, dark soda, any chance I can get it. And it's important to realize you're not going to see an immediate change, you know, 1 or 2 weeks into your diet plan. You know, we literally have to go 3.5, 4 weeks before we start to see some progress. And once you see that progress, you'll want to keep going. But we have to hold out until we start seeing that progress. So I just showed you my salad. That's my lunch for the next month as well. You just will say I'm gonna have a salad every day for the next month. For breakfast, it's going to be bacon and eggs or sausage and eggs. Now, sausage, store-bought sausage, can have a lot of nasty stuff in it. But luckily, I have found a local butcher that simply grinds up the pork butt and puts a little bit of sage in it, and that's it. So there's nothing overly processed about that sausage that I can do whenever I get tired of bacon. It can very easily get tired of having the same thing over and over and over again every day as your meals. And you know, breakfast and lunch is one thing. Your supper, that's going to be different every night. And again, we're just going to try to do a controlled portion of that. So that's some of the dietary. Some of the other nutritional talks I'd like to have is that, eat real food. That's, again, I've got every diet book that was ever created back here on this shelf in a bookcase. And I can tell you right now, the bottom of every diet is to eat real food, not to eat anything processed, and don't eat flour and sugar. I mean, that's it right there. It's simple. Eat real food. If you take out flour and sugar from everything that you eat, you pretty much get rid of every processed product that there is. There is some things like cereal, maybe some all-brand cereal that doesn't have flour or sugar in it that could still not be the best for you. But I'll be honest with you, it's the flour and it's the sugar. Those two things will definitely make you fat. For me, I like to drink it in a soda. I mean, there's no better way to get sugar than that right there. And again, that's the weak spot. So, we talked a lot about this during our first video, but in my weekly videos, my once a week video in between hiking is when we'd like to talk about the nutrition as well. So for me, it's bacon and eggs for breakfast, a salad for lunch, and a sensible dinner with snacks in between. Some of the snacks, you will be surprised of how little or how not hungry you will start to get. Not hungry you will start to get whenever you eat real food. So like yesterday, it was a Tuesday. I done a salad and I felt like I was starving, or actually I done bacon and eggs. And I felt like I was starving, by 9 o'clock, and I went and I ate something, and I think I ate something again before lunch. Today it's not that way. Today I had my bacon and eggs. I made it all the way to lunch. Never felt hungry. So it's during those couple days that you switch over from eating garbage, like soda, to getting back on the right track and eating real food. And you'll actually be surprised that you're not hungry in between meals whenever you eat real food. So that's a very important step, is to eat real food. And another good idea for snacks is I'm going to show y'all on the computer here in a minute, as well as where we're going to be hiking at this weekend. So let's take a look at that next. Hello everyone. Just wanted to look into some of these things that we can utilize for snacks. I had the opportunity to try some of these over the weekend with my boss. My boss has IBS, and for those of you who are unfamiliar with that, it's irritable bowel syndrome. Um, so his stomach gets very upset whenever he eats any type of carb whatsoever. Um, so for me, it's easy to find out if something is good for you to eat or not. And the easy way to do that is just to give it to my boss and see if he gets sick. Um, he doesn't really like that though. Um, but case in point, I found some items at a gas station, some snacks that, and with the ingredients on it, look like it would be a fairly healthy option. And I had my boss try some of it, and he ended up not feeling well. Um, so I asked him, and well, with the ingredients in this, it looks like it should be a healthy option. And with his problems that he's had, and through his research, he's learned that sometimes they put MSG on some of these things and don't label it as having MSG in it, which is very, here we are living in the U.S. and all things should be labeled on the label, and in some cases it's not. So just something to for you to be aware of. But getting more into what you can have, we have found these RX bars. He's been getting these for a couple times now, or for a little while now, and as you can see, they have all types of flavors here for you to try. Um, I tried the peanut butter chocolate and the peanut butter. Both was pretty decent. I'm sorry, I tried the chocolate chip and the peanut butter. Those was the two that I actually had. And if you can see here on the chocolate chip, the ingredients is 3 egg whites, 6 almonds, 4 cashews, 2 dates, and no BS. Um, so obviously that's not all the ingredients because it has chocolate chips in it, right? Um, and they list some more chocolate or some more ingredients on the back of it. But again, my boss has eaten these and has not had a problem with them. And some of your fear might be, well, all this stuff tastes nasty. All these healthy snack options are nasty, and I'm here to tell you that these weren't bad at all. These didn't taste bad at all. They were a little chewy, um, but if you're able to get past the chewy part, the taste itself wasn't bad whatsoever. So if you're looking for some healthy snack options, you can certainly give these a try. I'm not telling you that you should run out and buy these and that they're going to help you lose weight. That's not what I'm saying at all. What I am saying though is if you find yourself getting hungry between your meals and you're looking for a good option to have, you could certainly try one of these bars because they're not, they don't taste bad at all. Surely out of all these flavors here, you can find something that you like. They have the mango pineapple, the chocolate sea salt, the blueberry, peanut butter chocolate, chocolate chip, peanut butter, coconut chocolate, mixed berry, uh, some maple sea salt, mint chocolate. So just tons of options here. Just wanted to point those out really quick because again, they don't taste bad at all, and I know that you can safely eat these. So, more on about where we're going to hike at this weekend. We are going to go back to this Hidden Rocks Trail. I think I know what I've done wrong on finding it this last time. It says go 1/2 mile to the gravel parking area on your right. Well, when the last time I went to Home Quarry, I went to a gravel parking area on my left, so certainly this wasn't it. Um, I did learn that the length of this trail, 3.3 miles, that's one way. Um, I have come to consensus that the length of these trails is from one way and not a round trip. Um, But you know, we'll get to go out and whoops, we'll be able to go out and see this trail. And there we go. Hopefully, and here's some of the pictures. That's what I was trying to get at. Doesn't look like there's an overview or an overlook anywheres, um, which is okay. But looks like it crosses a stream a couple times. Um, so I'm not really sure what kind of sights we'll get. Certainly the trail for Camden, Maine was beautiful. Not sure if this one here will be quite as pretty. Because again, doesn't look like that there's a overlook anywheres. But nevertheless, it is 3.3 miles. So the trail that I done last week turned out to be right around 3 miles as well, because I didn't do all of the trail. Um, we went up to the overlook, to the first overlook, which was 1.5 miles one way, or 1.4. So 1.4 plus 1.4, is 2.8 or almost 3 miles. So this here is a little bit over 3 miles at 3.3. So, you know, we'll do this 3 mile trail, and then we'll see. Maybe next week we might find one a little bit longer at 4 miles, or 4 or 5 miles long, and we'll stick around that length for a couple weeks. But this here certainly looks like a fun trail. Going to be a home quarry again this coming week to hit this trail, and we'll see how it goes. So we'll catch up with you on the weekend.